Hey guys, what's up?
Hello, we're here.
Yeah, this is awesome. We've got the guys from AJR here. Let me introduce you to everybody. I'm Russell first from San Antonio on 96.1 now. Got my co-host Raven on.
Hey guys.
Alicia's here. You may know Alicia, but she somehow like hacked our contest and got in from the UK. But she's here.
Oh my goodness. Wow, we are familiar.
You know this person?
Yes, we do know her. Yeah, I think she's done this more than once.
She's really good at hacking things over here. So
she's
great.
Yep.
No restraining orders or anything though, right? We're cool there?
No, please.
Oh, okay,
everyone's
good.
welcome.
Good. We've got Nessa, who I don't know if you can see her pictures there, but she's got something on her wall to show you guys.
Oh my God. Oh, is that us? Wow. Oh, that is so cool.
Isn't that awesome?
That is so great. I love that. God, Ryan, but Ryan's in the middle, so that's the only not good thing about it. But other than that, it's great.
No, it actually makes sense to me.
No, I feel like you'll rearrange them after we get off the Zoom with it.
So wait, are you saying that there's a rule like Jack's always got to be in the middle? He won't even take like a back seat for 1 second.
Are you the Beyonce of the group?
It's not so much a rule as when Ryan's in the middle, people start looking away, and they don't like the music as much,
Yeah, they think it's more of a math club than a band.
Yeah, they're like, the nerd. Yeah.
That's great. And then we've got Lauren and her friend. Now, yesterday they had like 75 people over there, but today she was like, I want to see them for myself. So she's very
amazing.
Very excited. She wanted to be able to focus. And then we've got Amber and someone I'm calling Danny Jr., but I believe his real name is Adrian. Is that right? Anyway, they're there and they're super excited.
Amazing.
Rosa just got out of her very expensive car and got in on her phone so she could be there for this. So anyway,
God, I wish I could be in on these inside jokes. I'd feel so on the outside. I should have joined like 30 minutes ago.
No, she literally got in she was in her car anyway. But
is it a really expensive car or is that a joke?
No.
Okay, so there's the inside joke right there.
It looked fancy to me. It had
nice.
a seatbelt and everything, man. I don't know.
Good. Okay.
Well, guys, congratulations on everything. Bang kind of got us all through quarantine. So thank you for that song.
Oh wow. Thank you so much. Yeah, that was very unexpected. We did not think it was gonna, be as big as it was. So thanks everyone for listening.
Yeah. And on top of that, I gotta congratulate you because I understand the tour like basically sold out in like seconds.
Didn't sell out. That would be amazing. But no, what it was, which is very cool, is in the first couple of days or something like that, we sold more tickets for this upcoming tour than we did in the entire last tour we did. So so that was pretty remarkable. We've talked to a lot of our artist friends about it. It's this time where we're like, okay, everyone could either be really scared and concerts could be down forever, or people could be like, okay, it's time, let's do this, I can't wait. And it turned out it was the latter, which is an ideal situation.
Yeah, I think we're all ready for concerts, especially everybody on the call. You guys, are you ready to go see a live show again, everybody?
Yes.
Are you guys ready? What's it like from the artist perspective? Are you just waiting to get out there, or are you still a little hesitant?
No, not hesitant at all. It's so funny. I mean, to be honest with us, it's interesting. We've been doing this a really long time. We've been touring seriously, before this year. Sorry if you hear whining. It's oh my God, it's our dog trying to like get out of the room that we put her in. But yeah, we've been touring seriously for like 6 years straight or 7 years, like literally straight with like no breaks. So when this came and we had 2 tours canceled last year, when this came, we were like, this really sucks. I wish we did these tours, but I wonder, maybe like a little break. We can sort of like breathe. And I was thinking, okay, like after 3 or 4 months, then I'll be ready. And it was like a week. I was like, oh wow, all I really needed was a week off. And then I'm ready to go. So we've been ready to go for over a year now. We've been so excited. But what the cool, silver lining is, it has given us the chance to sort of like throw out, the rule book a little bit in terms of live shows, and the show we're going to be putting on for you guys next year is going to be just entirely new and totally unpredictable and surprising. So it'll be, a nice step up.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's good. You guys are coming to Austin. We're super excited about that. And we still have tickets to give away. Just saying,
yes, we do.
You don't have any. Just keep listening.
Give them out.
Radio on.
Yep.
Did the pandemic really change for you guys? Because I know even before like the pandemic, you would still like work on music at home. A lot of people had to switch from like, oh, we'd go to the studio, but now we got to record from home. But have you always done that?
Yeah, every song that we've ever made as AJR has just been us in our living room or in our bedroom, just doing it like the two of us. So yeah, in terms of the actual production of it, it didn't change that much. In terms of the inspiration of what to write songs about, that really changed. It really became, if you listen to OK Orchestra, a lot of it is very inward facing and very thinking about things in the past that happened to you, not very observant of where the world is at in the moment. So it was kind of interesting. It definitely created an album that never would have been created if not for the pandemic.
Yeah, well, and that's interesting because we asked everybody kind of what questions they had for y'all. And Danny Jr., AKA Adrian, and I call him that because I thought he was this guy that we know, Danny. He looks just like him. It turns out it's his younger brother. But anyway, Adrian says that what really, what does inspire you guys? Like, are you able just to write a song, or do you have to like be sparked by something?
It's so unspecific, and a song can kind of come from anywhere. And the most success we've had with songs, for instance, like the singles, Weak, Sober Up, Bang, it's come from concept first. It's come from, I should say strong, but I'm weak. And what's wrong with that? Oh, that's so cool. Like, let's write the song around that. So that's number one. And then as a songwriter, everyone will tell you it's really hard to find inspiration, period. So if something makes you feel just a little bit like, oh, wait a sec, that's kind of good, you have to run home and do it because it comes not often at all. Like, so even if like a melody I sing that's like 5 notes, I sing it to Ryan and we both sort of kind of just turn to each other, it's time to write that song. Like, you have to go.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah.
So you mentioned the album, Alicia, the one who hacked in here, and you guys know, but don't have a restraining order.
Nice.
She was wondering, have you guys ever thought about orchestrating, like full orchestra, the whole album, OK Orchestra?
Oh,
we haven't thought about it, actually.
No, we did something for our live stream when the album came out. We did like a orchestral version of the overture, and that was actually really fun. No, you know what? Honestly, I think the most fun part of what we do is the juxtaposition. It's the really dense, like musical, old-fashioned orchestras mixed with beatboxing or very dirty hip hop kind of beat. I think those two things contrasting are what excite us more than just making a pure orchestral song.
Yeah, it's really interesting what's going on right now musically, right? Like Taylor Swift is re-recording old albums. The Jonas Brothers talked about like re-recording. So it's not out of the question for artists to be like, hey, we're going to redo it this way or whatever. It's an interesting concept, I think.
It's cool. I love those new Taylor songs she put out. Those were great.
Yeah. No, for sure.
I think we're probably going to end up re-recording one of the Jonas Brothers albums.
Yep.
As our next album.
Yeah, I think you should.
A lot of money in that these days.
Raven's a huge fan. But Lauren wanted to ask if you guys, it's been a while, obviously, since you've been on the stage, but do you have, and don't feel like you need to say San Antonio, it's fine. Do you have a favorite place to perform, like just an awesome room, a great stage where the audience just kills?
The best audience is, any artist will tell you, is going to be, and this is true, Salt Lake City, Utah is going to give you, and when I say best audience, what? I mean, I know it's surprising. When I say best audience, I mean most loudest. Physical, loud, like crowd surfing during the ballads, which is not really welcome. And that's when it sort of is like, okay, guys, maybe no mosh pit during the ballad. Yeah, it's just a thing that just is. And truly, you can ask any artist. I'm not sure what it is about Salt Lake. Maybe it's that not a lot of artists are coming through there, and they're like, okay, we got to go hard. That's it. That's the answer.
Wow. I would never in a million years have expected that to be the answer. Man, that's
very
crazy.
Interesting. Yeah.
Well, what do you get from like Texas crowds? Is it like hit and miss depending on the city? Because we're all a little different.
Texas is amazing. It's so I guess the way we think of it is we think of like, what are the bad cities, and what are the bad cities, and Texas does not fall into that. The bad cities are New York City, where we actually, you know what, they're actually really nice to us because we're from there, but generally New Yorkers think they're too good for everything that comes through, and they're like, I've seen a million shows, why don't you try to impress me? And LA is sort of the same way. Any of the big cities, you know, when someone's kind of exposed to a lot of music and they say, I've seen this live, they start to kind of try to be above the artist and say, okay, impress me. So that's not what you want. And Texas does not fit into that category, even in a place like Austin, which is a huge music town. We always get good reception from Austin.
Well, that's good. I actually went to a show in Austin, though. It's funny you mentioned this. And it was Stubbs, and people paid the cover, and then they went in and drank, and their back was to the stage. And I was like,
brutal.
But it's because they get spoiled because
it was our show, right?
Yeah.
No, it was not your show.
It was our show. I remember that. And you also had your back to the stage too, I feel like. But
just for the one song. No.
Right. Cool.
Okay, Nessa had a question, the one with the cool drawings. I'm going to let you ask the question so that it comes out correctly. So Nessa, go ahead and unmute yourself there. What's your question?
In I think it was a Breaking Down New Theater. It was some kind of interview. You mentioned that y'all have synesthesia, and I was wondering if that affects the way you design the album cover or the art for it.
Yeah, I think for anybody that doesn't know, synesthesia is like a crossing of wires in your brain, where like some people are gonna, like, if they hear the word Tuesday, they think yellow, and it's just kind of interconnected. And so with me, it's when I hear sounds, like certain drum sounds, I see shapes, and when I hear songs, I see colors. And so I think the answer is yes. I think with something like Neo Theater, where it was very blue and open, I think we probably deemed, most of the songs on this album feel light blue and airy and heavenly to us. So let's design the album cover that way. And then with OK Orchestra, obviously, it's half of these songs are this amber, auburn kind of like red, orange color, and then half are these sadder black and white colors. So we wanted to show that.
Interesting.
Wow.
That's really cool.
Uh-huh.
Rosa, you froze when I was asking what question you wanted to ask. Did you have a question for the guys?
Yeah. So with all the places you've been, are like, what other places what you would like to go that you haven't been to?
What's our number one place to go? That'd probably, I think every artist says this, but Japan would be really, really great. It's definitely a dream to go there to play. I hear the fans are very excited. New Zealand would be great. We were supposed to go to South America, to Brazil and Argentina for Lollapalooza last year, which ended up getting canceled. And Ryan's girlfriend is from Brazil, and so she knows, she knows it very well down there. So that's a spot that. Oh, you actually been? But yeah, but we didn't play for fans down there. But we love to go play for them, because there's the come to Brazil is probably the most typed comment on Instagram. If you had to, for any band ever, the top comment is come to Brazil. So I feel like we have to, do it.
Do a lot of like artists do they not have a lot of concerts in Brazil, or like what?
No, I think they do. I think they do, and even if it is there, even if they played there 8 times, it's still come to Brazil. They just want them back.
They just love to party. Raven,
Yeah.
I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you to go ahead and, do you have a question?
You said me?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry, you broke up there. Yes, actually. So my favorite band in the world is not the Jonas Brothers, even though they're great. It's actually Weezer. And you guys worked with them. Well, you worked with Rivers Cuomo, not once, but twice. Loved Sober Up, but I absolutely love all my favorite songs. And just saying that if you guys were to collab with them at the iHeartRadio Music Festival and perform that song, that'd be awesome. I would not hate it, but so great. Wondered if you guys were fans of them growing up as well. Like, how was that whole experience going for you?
Yeah, huge fans. That happened. I'll give you the quick story. Rivers heard Weak when it first came out, and I think he really pays attention to pop music, and so he we just learned recently in an interview that it was his favorite song of the year that year. He didn't tell us that for like 5 years, but we just learned that. So I guess it was his favorite song of the year, and he ended up following us on Twitter, and it was, we were like, oh my God, hey man, like we're huge fans. Let's collaborate or something. And he was like, it was like a why not? Let's just say let's collaborate. He's gonna ignore it. And he said, yeah, sounds good, man. Send something over. So we sent over Sober Up, and it, didn't have a bridge yet. And it coincidentally was our most, Weezer-ish. It was the most alternative or folky rocky song that we had. And he came up with My Favorite Color Is You, which is just a genius line that everyone loves and sings so hard at the show. And then, you know, fast forward to now, all my favorite songs, the song came out on OK Human. And I remember hearing it and going like, oh God, I wish I could have been in the room to write that one. And there's one thing I would have done differently is it was just literally like a chord change. And I was like, God, I like wish I could do that. And then like a month later, he sent us the email, hey, could you like remix it and like put your own spin on it and feature on it? And I was like, we get to add the chord in. Oh my God. And in general, Rivers is one of the very few geniuses there are in the industry. There's very few writers who can stay current for 30 years straight, and it doesn't look like he's gonna sort of drift away from that anytime soon. So to work with someone like that is just unbelievable. We're huge fans, and we can't wait to do it again.
That's so great. Well, having said that, who would you love to collaborate with next? Who's like your dream artist?
Dream artist to collaborate with? Go.
Oh wow. Randy Newman. We're really big fans of Randy Newman.
That'd be great.
Lord would be great. I like that new song because she's
good.
beginning a little comeback. Who else do we like? Who's someone crazy?
We like Hobo Johnson a lot.
Yeah, Hobo Johnson's great. Dominique Fike we really like. There's a lot of good artists out there right now.
Super cool.
That's
Thank
awesome.
you for sharing that story. I appreciate it.
Of course.
Yeah, guys, and thank you so much for doing, I know that, when we talked about you guys performing at our Fiesta Porch Parade, we explained a little bit of what's going on, but Fiesta's like our Mardi Gras here in San Antonio, and it's been almost 2 years since we really, had Fiesta. And so here we are doing it in June. We normally do it in April, and it's really hot here now, but it's still going to be awesome. And a lot of these organizations are still going to be able to fund themselves through this and through what you guys are doing. So thank you for being a part of that. And we can't wait to see the performance tonight.
Amazing. Thanks so much for having us, guys. Absolutely.